I honestly hate this league. See, I thought the Premier League was difficult, but then I started managing in the Championship for the first time in quite a while. I mean, this save is actually more difficult than I anticipated. I thought we were going to have a nice easy ride in the beta save, and I was going to win the Championship, and we were all going to go fine and dandy into the Premier League. Well, I mean, actually, when I show the table, it kind of looks like that. But I still hate the save. So yeah, we're second in the league, and we're only 4 points behind Aston Villa, who haven't actually drawn a game yet this season. I mean, we could have drawn them, but we lost in the 87th minute. So we're now into November, and we just played Cardiff on the 5th of November, so fireworks night. And actually, it wasn't really any fireworks. I mean, we drew 1-1. But we'll get on to the fixtures in a minute. So first of all, we have signed a new left back, and Charlie Taylor will be joining us in January for 4.1 million from Leeds United. He definitely has a lot of potential. I mean, he's only 23 years old as well. But I've got Paul Dummett, who's the first choice left back, but I don't think he's as good as Charlie Taylor is. So Charlie Taylor will come into the squad in January and strengthen that left back position, which I think is the only position I needed to strengthen and that I could afford. Moving on to the fixtures, after beating Norwich 5-0 at home in the last episode, we played Rotherham away and beat them 3-2. So Gail, Gouffron and Richie scored for us, and Jake Forster-Kasky scored twice for Rotherham. It was quite annoying as well, because I think with like 10 minutes left I told the boys to take a breather, and then a few minutes later they went and conceded from a free kick. I mean, does that instruction ever work? Who ever uses it anyway? Well, we beat Brentford 4-1 at home after that, and James McLean on his home debut scored twice, and that will explain the reason why I signed him to that Newcastle supporter who won't stop bugging me about every decision I make. Oh, and Dwight Gale scored another 2 goals. I mean, this guy is just unfair to use in the Championship. I don't think I've used anyone as unfair as he is. We also got another win on the trot, and away at Barnsley we beat him 2-0. Gale and Atsu getting the goals. Now Atsu hasn't scored for quite a few games, so it was nice to see him get back onto the score sheet. But I mean, we pretty much beat Barnsley like in the first half anyway. I mean, looking at the stats, we destroyed them as well. So in the EFL Cup game against Blackburn, we were 2-0 down after the 51st minute, and then after that I decided to change the tactics. We were playing, I think it was a 4-1-4-1, and I decided to change it to a 4-4-1-1, and we ended up scoring 4. Mitrovic got a hat-trick. Now, if Gale's unfair, Mitrovic is just as unfair, and I mean, this save is just piss easy. If I get them both scoring, I mean, is there any challenge whatsoever? Obviously, if I can't, then we're screwed, because I'm relying on them, and my midfield isn't really picking up the pieces. Yeah, just keep scoring. Yeah, and then the game that really annoyed me, and we lost 3-0 away at Preston. I mean, they had 3 shots on target and they all went in. Now, that's not the thing that annoys me. It was this that annoyed me. I mean, what fucked me off was the fact that Preston played 3-4-3 with 2 defensive midfielders. I mean, how defensive do you want to be at home? And what also annoyed me after the game was that I managed to keep us in 4th position by winning all those games before, and then losing to Preston sent me down to 9th. How can I get sent down to 9th after 1 defeat? We did turn it around though against Ipswich, and we only beat them 2-1. I mean, Ipswich are in a relegation battle as well, and they didn't have a shot on target, but they just scored through a deflected shot. But Dwight Gale scored twice. I mean, the guy's on form. He's top goal scorer so far. For me, I'm not sure about the league. I'll probably have to check that. Oh yeah, he is top goal scorer in the league, and the player that's second top goal scorer is on loan from me as well. I mean, Newcastle are just so overpowered this year. But we did end that run with a 1-1 draw against Cardiff, and I brought on Mitrovic to play up front with Gale, and he broke the deadlock until we then conceded only a few minutes later, and we didn't actually beat Cardiff. And also, that was their only shot on target. I mean, what is going on? Like, is that the trend at the moment? Is that Football Manager 17? Yeah. Every team will get like 1 shot on target, but they'll score, and then you'll get 20 shots on target and score once as well. Although then again, I only got 5 on target that game. So you do join me for Leeds United away, so we're going to go right into the game. Oh shit, it's not for 2 weeks.
Well done!
It's taken me quite a while to actually get to the game. I mean, I think the full game's out now, isn't it? Well, the team that I'm going to be playing against, Leeds United, will be playing in a 4-4-2. We have dropped the 4-2-3-1 formation because I feel like we need to be scoring a lot more goals, and 4-4-2 will bring that. So Matt Sells, obviously being our goalkeeper as usual. Paul Dummett, Lascelles, Mbemba and James made the back 4 as usual. So we're going to play a different midfield 4 as well, and Lazar is going to play on the left-hand side with Richie on the right, and then Diarme and Tiote in the middle, and Mitrovic and Gale, I mean, 2 of the league's top goal scorers, I think. Yeah, Mitrovic has 11 and Gale has 13. I mean, 24 goals between them, and we're only in November. That is disgusting. But yeah, Leeds United are currently in 12th, and I mean, they're not too bad. I mean, the win would throw them in the playoff race again. But defeat would like send them hurtling down. A defeat for us is bad news as well, because we could end up outside the playoffs. That's how tight this league is. And looking at Leeds United's team, I mean, no danger men there then. Okay, I've told the team that we need to win. I mean, like pretty much every game is a must win now. And well, at least Leeds United Stadium looks out of sorts. Like their team.
Banter.
See, the problem is as well playing in this league is that every game you never know what's going to happen. I mean, for us, it's pretty much thrashing every team at home. So at least I've worked that out. And how the fuck have they scored? Okay, so we're 1-0 down from that. I don't know what's just happened. But all I've seen is our goalkeeper had the free kick, and then they've just shot from 40 yards and it's gone in. If I was going to replace any player in this team, it would be Matt Sells, but I can't because there's no one to replace him with. I mean, Carl Darlow. I might as well put a goalkeeper with no hands. Oh, for fuck's sake.
He fucked up.
So we're 2-0 down. You know, we're going to bollock the boys. We're going to absolutely bollock them. I mean, if I could, I would get on my own bollocks and show them, like, what bollocks look like. Why do I keep saying bollocks? I mean, Aston Villa are losing. Like, they're losing and we're losing to Leeds. I mean, this is just, this is the worst thing ever. Alright, we're bringing the ball forward for the first time here. Mitrovic finds Gale, 2-1. I can always rely on that man. We're going to tell my boys, yeah, like, I feel like I'm their dad. Alright, we're going to tell the boys, we're going to demand more. We're going for this. Come on. And Leeds have got a corner, brilliant. 3-1 probably. Yep, 3-1. Yeah, great. And Antonsen, he's tackled, and Hammers brings it forward, and Murphy plays in Gale. Gale, this surely has to be a goal. Oh, what's the point? What is the actual point? Like, I knew this was going to happen. I knew we were going to get to episode 4. We are going to get a live comment. I was going to get absolutely battered. And I'm being battered by Leeds United. Leeds United! When were they ever relevant? I've had to rely on Daryl Murphy to bring me into the game. Like, Daryl Murphy, the guy's 34. I mean, his legs have gone beneath him. Yeah, so we've lost to Leeds United. I mean, what do I say about that? Like, and we're now just on the edge of the playoffs, and Aston Villa lost to Brighton, who have now leapfrogged us in the table, as well as 3 other teams. What the hell? Oh, this is going to be a long season.
But she got me on the counter.
Wasn't me.
Saw me banging on the sofa.
Wasn't me.
I even had her in the shower.
Wasn't me.
She even caught me on camera.
Wasn't